This is so weird. I have this new setup here, so it's like, hey, I got a mic, so that's very exciting. I hope I'm in the middle of the frame, but it's my new setup for my podcast, so I'm very excited about this. You're like, oh wow, you post like 3 videos, you have like maybe 3 subscribers on your podcast channel. Yeah, I'm gonna go all in. Okay, screw this. This is great for my YouTube setup, so like might as well. My podcast setup will be like this, where it's like facing this way. I feel like this is one of those like where the producers sit. If you have like a podcast channel or something like that, and like when you ask the producers questions, it's like the camera turns to this way, and it's like, you're checking the volume, you're checking the sound, just like making sure everything's good. I feel like this is like the booth area, and here I am sitting in the booth area. Right now it's 9:42 a.m. Sunday, November 29th. Should I censor this? I'll just sit lower. It says Nickelodeon on it, so got it from Marshall's. Very good. Like pretty good quality too. It's like you don't need to buy too expensive too expensive of an item of clothing. But it's like, this is good. I wear this to bed. It's kind of like streetwear, but not really. I'm not really like too into the fashion sense. Not really sure where I fit into the fashion sense, the fashion world. My background here, if you're watching on video, it's a little bit chaotic. Chaotic good. Okay. Could be better. I guess I should keep it this way. Might be a brand going on there. I've got a lot of books, stuff like that. Funky stuff, Funky Town. That was a good band song. I did band. Like, how did I qualify for band? Or I guess like because my school was so small, we had like only like a few kids per class. And it was like one 8th grade class. At one point, there was 2 8th grade classes, and that was it. And then we kind of honed it down to one 8th grade class. And I was in band. And do you know what instrument I played? The piano. The piano is not a band-worthy instrument. It's like saxophone. You got flute. You got trumpet. You got bass. Other stuff that was band worthy, because bass can like fit right into the piano category too, because like you can do like the oh my gosh, the bass clef, treble clef, you get all that. And the piano, what does the piano do? I could start the song off, and like then I would blend. Okay, there's an alarm going off. All right. And then I would blend into the background of the other instruments. So I'm just playing. I didn't even have to play. So I don't even know. I guess they're just like trying to be nice. Like, yeah, you can play in band. You only play piano? Oh, okay. Yeah. And they just let me play in the band. And I was like, really? Wow. I feel a little bit on. I'm like, yeah, I'm in band. Oh, what instrument do I play? The xylophone. Because like when we had concerts, I would have to play the xylophone because they didn't have the piano on stage. So that was a fun time for me. Speaking of fun times, I was recently thinking about like how I missed out on prom. I'm sure a lot of, people missed out on prom because of the virus. But like, the main reason I was like, I just wanted to go during senior years because like, senior year you do all the fun things. You're like, yes, we're going to go on the cruise. We're going to have a senior picnic, senior sunrise, senior sunset. It's like, you can do that for free. Okay, I can do that for free. But I guess it's just like the quality time we spend together with our friends or classmates just makes it more worthwhile. And you have to pay up. Just because we got to make a little bit of money. Watching the sun go up. What? You gotta pay money to watch the sun go up? Dang, like, I don't know. It was a fun time though. But, I didn't go to prom during junior year because I was like, oh, junior year I have like AP classes. I've got to like worry about college and stuff like that. Like, there's no time. There's no time to be going out having fun. I did go to the school dances, I guess, but like not that many. I never went to like the winter dances. Like, I don't give a crap about the winter dance. I'm not gonna dress in like light blue or whatever the hell they wore, and like it was just like not my thing. But I really like saved prom for senior year because it was that senior year moment. Like, yes, we're gonna do all the fun activities this year because we're going out with a bang. And then psych, JK, because like a few of my friends did go junior year, so like, oh my gosh, I'm so lucky I went junior year. But I was just like, I'm just gonna save it for senior year. And now I'm not a senior anymore. So I'm like, okay, well. But, I think I bought a dress. It was like I don't know if I did, but it's like somewhere in my closet. I might have. And it was going to be good, I've always wanted to be asked to a prom, but I guess we'll never know. We'll never get that chance. We'll never get it back again. So, Bakugan. And I think our prom was going to be at a museum. And, at a museum, I might dance a little bit, but I'm like, all right, see you later. I'm going to go check out the museum. Because I actually like museums. People who are like, I don't like museums. They're so boring. Well, you must be a really boring person then. Or maybe not. Maybe you just don't like museums. But I would just like, see you later, date if I had one. And then I would just go off. It's like, imagine this, just running. You're pulling up your dress so like, you don't get like, you don't like step on your dress. And you're swiftly walking down because you might not be able to run because they might not let you run in a museum because it's dangerous. And you're just, in your heels or whatever you're wearing, you just got like a beautiful gown on and you're, walking down the museum and you're just like looking at, I don't know, that's just like it's like, dang, that's like a movie type. That's a movie type scenario. Why do I sound like this? And I'm just like, dang, I really wish, we could have had the prom. And I actually emailed the principal, like as a senior, I was like, hey, since our prom got canceled, can we crash next year's seniors prom, which are this year's seniors? Because I said this last year. And he was like, yeah, sounds like a good idea. I'll think about it. I was like, you better think about it. You better think about it. But like his son was also a senior, was in my grade. But like, I don't know what he's doing now. He's got his like Chad hair. He parted down the middle. Blonde boy. I don't know what that means. I don't have anything to do today except for just talking like this, but yeah, definitely wanted to get that whole prom glam, but I don't know how to do my own makeup that well. So this is what I got today. So if you're watching on video, yeah, I got 2 angles. Look at that. You can make a cute triangles with my eyebrows. I actually have eyebrows, I guess. I don't know. There was one point, I think it was in sophomore to junior year. Oh my god, my brows were so just. It was bad. But like, I was like, I don't care, dude. I'm trying to get my grades up. I'm trying to keep my grades up. I wasn't gonna care about how thick my eyebrows looked, but it was so embarrassing. I got a burp. Excuse me. But it was just a really tough time for me. But like, I don't care too much about makeup. It's fun to do. And that was me drinking water. If you know how to do makeup. But I'm just here like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. And it's like, I don't know. It's like the first response to anything. You're like, I don't know. But, why do we do that? That's like a weird thing. We do a lot of weird things. Weird things that I've been doing. Is it weird? I mean, I don't know. It's pretty normal for me to get up at like 6:45. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it at 6:45. But I wake up early in the morning just because I like getting up early. Like, there are people right now who are still asleep. It's 9:50 a.m. and there are people right now who are still asleep and just still dreaming about their dreams. Like, a few of my friends just went to bed, like, at like 6 or something like that. It's like, what? I'm about ready to get up 45 minutes after you go to bed. And right now they're going to sleep until like 2 to 3 in the afternoon. And I'm just like, what the heck? I mean, if you're going to sleep at the same time every day, fine. But your biological clock is ticking, okay? But like, they're like, dude, I don't give a crap. Okay, I'm just concerned. Not concerned, but also like, do your own thing. Okay, if you're fine with it, you're fine with it. Just know that I'm always going to be concerned for you. Okay. And what was that? Okay. But I get up at 6:45 every morning because I go feed the cat. It's like, what cat? We have a stray cat who is not really a stray because, okay, so I feed the stray cat because my neighbors who are like HOA members, they're like, they found this cat and they brought it in. So like I'm feeding it for them because they don't get up early, because like there was one point where they went on like the HOA people, they went on vacation, and they were like, hey, could you feed the cat? And I was like, yeah, for sure. And then yeah, I think, well, I didn't get up early just to feed the cat. I think there was a time during quarantine, like once high school ended, it was like the first few weeks of, break. I think maybe until, I don't know how many times I did this, but like the first few weeks of, getting out of school and like you're finally like summer, right? I would sleep, there was no alarm set, and I would sleep until like 11:50 the latest, 11:50 a.m. the latest. Okay, I've never gotten up after 11:50 a.m. Okay, because I don't know, my body's not used to that. Like ever since I was a kid, my parents have trained me. They've trained me for this, for just any day. They've trained me to like not get up past the PM mark. 11:59, that's like the closest. It's like, whew, it's already lunch time, I guess. But 12 o'clock is kind of like, it's like brunch for, I don't know, because some people don't eat. I'm like, what do you mean you don't eat? What do you mean? As a girl who loves eating, what do you mean you don't like to eat, dude? I'm just totally straining my voice right now. And it's like, I guess, you know what? Everyone has their own thing. Everyone's got their own thing, You can't just like say, dude, what the heck? You're so weird. People call me weird all the time, but like, I guess you can't go, I don't want to sound like I'm bashing on people, like, dude, what the hell? Why are you sleeping so late? And why are you eating so late? I guess everyone has their own thing, but just remember, if I'm questioning you on it, it's either I think you're weird or like I care about you, but I'm not gonna tell you that directly. What? That makes no sense. I don't know, like your parents, like obviously your parents love you so much. They should. I mean, I hope they do. But for me, because I have Asian parents, they don't tell you that directly. Obviously, but it would be good. It would be so good just once. And they would say, hey, I'm proud of you. Wow. I would be like, what the hell? I would be so like confused and annoyed at the same time. But I would be like, oh, finally. You're finally saying it, not out of pity, because I'm like, you don't say it enough to me. I'm gonna be like, wow, you're finally saying it just because you actually mean it. Obviously, I'm sure parents do mean, their love for you, and right, they probably do care about you. I just wish they would say it to you. You can't just assume that somebody cares and loves you because, they might just be nice, and you're like, oh yeah, they love me, but really they're just being nice, and they don't give a crap about you. They're just being nice, right? So it would be great to have an indicator that they actually care about you by saying it to you. What am I doing this hand motion, like I'm like preaching words, a lot of like just wordy arm movements. Forget about it, put them up. But yeah, right? Wouldn't it be nice if your parents actually said that to you? See, if I had somebody here, like a guest, like a friend of mine who could like, talk with me, who could like communicate, and like we would do this, it would be great to hear their perspective. So yeah, but we probably shouldn't be doing that because we're following the rule. Oh, so I gotta like really back down here for a second. But that's about it. And I don't know, it would just be nice, because for me, I overthink a lot. I think it all stems from, your younger ages, right? And you need I feel like I used to need a lot of validation. I'm like, please, just a little bit. Just say you're proud of me, just like once, because I didn't really have that. Because it was always supposed to be like, oh, it's automatic. Don't you know we love you? Don't you know we care about you? I'm like, I don't know that, because it's like two-faced, because sometimes they are like, hey, strict, and then they're like, oh my gosh, haha, let's have a fun time. And as a kid, I'm just like, what in the hell is going on? Like, because, I didn't know what love was. I still don't. Still confused as frick. Because, I'm gonna assume, if you like me, I'm gonna automatically assume that you don't like me. And I'm gonna need you to repeat that many, many times to tell me. You're like, that's annoying. Yeah, it is, but that's me. But I guess it's kind of like it stems from, when you're a kid and you don't get that validation that, humans love attention. They crave it. I guess they don't love it, but they crave it because, not every family, not every person gets that attention, that validation. And so that's something that we crave. Like subconsciously we probably crave it, but like, consciously you're like, I'm focused on getting the good grades, the money, making my parents proud, even though they don't seem like they give a crap about me. It's all very like mumbo jumbo, just like all over the place. And you really have to sit and think like, damn, I guess it's weird when they, when they associate, when they assume that that they love you. I'm getting a little bit off topic here. I'm just not really sure what I'm saying anymore. I have a meeting at 1 p.m. So I have a lot of time until that. It's a team meeting for CS. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, yeah. I'm in computer science. As a film major, I might be minoring in computer science. Isn't that weird? You're like, what? Computer science is like STEM. The STEM field is so big and you're gonna minor in computer science instead of major in it? Yeah, because I'm very interested in film, that's why I'm a film major. Hello. What's sad is I couldn't get into an English class for fall, and it didn't occur to me that I could just ask the professor to let me into their class, and I just as stupid as I am, just like, okay, whatever then, and I just took computer science and math. So, you can always ask your counselors. And I didn't do that because I would automatically assumed, there we go, assuming things. I was just like, oh, I guess we can't take it because, it's full. But always ask your counselor if there's another way, okay? I know there's a lot of people, there might be a few people who have like really, their anxiety rises a lot when it comes to talking. It's like, well, counselors are there to help you. And if you ever have mean or bad counselors, I'm so sorry. Like counselors, their job is to help you, not to make you feel like you're a piece of crap. Because sometimes it's like, dang, my parents already, do that to me sometimes. But I know that they love me. I know it. For some reason, I'm supposed to know that they love me. Damn, there's something going off today. But I'm sorry if you hear any background noise. My mother is playing music. Yeah, I rarely hear my parents play music, and they don't know the concept of headphones, earbuds. They don't know that concept, They want to make sure it's loud as possible for everyone to hear, just vibing. I'm like, all right, you know what? Go for it. Do that. But then for me, they're like, oh my God, can you turn that music off? It's so loud. I'm like, bro, you're playing it. What do you mean it's loud, But I guess people's hearings just get progressively worse and worse, right? The more your kid nags at you, the more like, it's 10 o'clock. I'm just going to shut them down. And then your hearing just gets worse and worse. So does your vision. That's why you should get yourself a pair of Blu-ray DVD glasses. Imagine if you had Blu-ray DVD glasses, right? So you got the glasses, like the lenses, and like on the side, you could just like click a button and like, dude, you could like play a video just with your glasses. Isn't that like the Google, there was a Google Glass thing. What was that called? Let's look this up right now. What was it? It was like Google something. Google Eyeglass? Google Eyeglass. No. Oh, it was called Google Eyeglass. Oh no, Google Glass. And it was just like this like one little side piece. Do you guys remember that like hype? There was like a hype about it. And then there was a Snapchat spectacles. What is the point of that? People are saying don't text and drive, and now it's like don't snap and walk because you got a pair of glasses on. You're like, I'm gonna take a picture with my glasses. Like what if it electrocutes you? Then you're just like, dude, how did you die? I was wearing a pair of sunglasses and I died. Oh my God. But how would you answer? I guess, as a spirit version of yourself, you're talking to another spirit, and this is how you guys are going down about it. You guys are in like a little conference table. I'm imagining this is like a mahjong table, for some reason, they're playing mahjong. If you don't know what mahjong is, you should look it up. Okay, just look it up. And they're like, or I guess they're playing poker or whatever the hell they're playing. It's like, dude, how did you die? I was wearing a pair of sunglasses. Speaking of sunglasses, I ordered a few things on Amazon. I'm so sorry. It's like, oh, we're not supposed to be supporting this bald-headed man, but here we are supporting this bald-headed man. Damn. It's like, okay, but who hasn't bought things from Amazon? Oh my god, I'm like, hypocrite, right? But yeah, I bought a few things from Amazon, so I could do a review. I could do like a review on them, or like, tell you what I got, and like, wear and tear it out and all that stuff. And then I'm gonna have another clothing review, a haul very soon. The packages are not here yet, but very excited about that. Just a bunch of things coming my way, so get ready for that on my main channel, because this is my podcast channel, which has like 3 subscribers, so thank you for that. Or maybe 2. One is me as a main channel, and one is probably somebody else. Yeah, that's right, I subscribe to my own channel. If my parents had YouTube channels, I would definitely ask them to subscribe to me. Obviously, come on, like, what else are you gonna do, You can buy subscribers, but I don't want to do that. Speaking of buying, I'm like going off tangent a lot. Buying like followers. There was like this thing going around saying that Charli D'Amelio bought her TikTok followers because, like, she lost a lot of followers in one, and then suddenly she surpassed that. Hold on, I need to check if I use that word correctly in this sentence. Yep. Nice, I did. Sometimes I use like bigger words, quote unquote surpass. It's not that big of a word, but sometimes I'll use words that are not in my basic everyday vocabulary and just like, dang, did I use that correctly? And when I do use it correctly, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, let's get it. But it said that like there are rumors going around that Charli D'Amelio bought her TikTok followers. I'm like, okay, cool. She still has a lot more than I do, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty great. Kind of hungry, but I did just eat earlier, so I'm probably not going to eat until later. Breakfast is like a weird time. It's like, for breakfast, I feel like I'm having lunch items. My parents make lunch items for breakfast. I mean, but what really is let's look it up. What's the American breakfast? What's the typical American breakfast? What do American people eat? God. What is it? Cereal? Toast? I make toast. Okay, like, I used to really, like, I was jealous of the kids who had waffles and pancakes for breakfast. Okay, the first thing that came up is the American dream. Oh my god, what is a typical American breakfast? Okay. A typical American breakfast comprises eggs, bacon, cereal, baked foods like donuts, muffins, washed down with some coffee, milk, or juice. Wow. Today for breakfast I had a piece of whole grained bread with chicken that we covered in breadcrumbs, and then we fried it for a little bit. And then I had red bean, sesame, just a bunch of healthy stuff. And we turned that into like not a soupy thing, but it's like kind of like, it's not porridge, but because like porridge is like, it's got like rice, not rice, but just like, it was liquid. Yes, nice, healthy stuff. And then I had a side of greens, bok choy. I don't think it was bok choy. It was another vegetable. That was my breakfast. And you're telling me the typical American breakfast as pancakes, eggs, bacon, cereal, baked foods like donuts, muffins, etc. Dang. Like, I used to be jealous of that, but I'm like, there's a lot of sugars. We just love sugar, don't we? We just love sugar. We crave sugar. Sugar. Why do when I talk, I'm like, shh. Why do I sound like that? I just question myself all the time. But if I had questions from like my fans, my fans, I would answer them, but I don't have any questions that need to be answered right now. Okay, let's see. I'll look up questions to ask on a podcast. Fun questions to ask on a podcast. Okay, podcast interview questions. Ooh. Let's see what's going on here. Party Rock is in the house tonight. What do you wish you had known 10 years ago? 10 years ago, I was 8. So, dang, that's a... What was I doing when I was 8? Living the life. Was I in second or third, fourth? Not fifth. I was either in second or third grade. But I wish I had known it's gonna get better. You know? I wish I had known what a crush was. Actually, yeah, because there was a guy who had a crush on me, yeah. Yeah, as an 8-year-old, yeah, I know, crazy, right? I wish I had known what a crush was because, like, I was so focused on just, like, grades, okay? I was focused on having fun, getting good grades, that I was just, like, so oblivious to the fact that there was some guy. Not some guy. He's not some guy, okay? He's a guy that I know, and he had a crush on me. Yeah, but... that's one thing that I wish I knew, I guess. What is your biggest failure and what did you learn from it? Probably... I didn't get the best grades in high school. They were not bad. I just wish they were better. Like, they were not like Fs or anything, but, they were just like high Bs and mostly As. But, like, oh, wow. Come on, man. Come on. I gotta say that, right? But... I did wish I tried harder. Not tried harder, just like really like... I think I let myself go a little bit in high school. It's like, what do you mean? You're only in high school. Don't let yourself go in high school, please. Don't give up in high school because it's like, high school is not that bad. It's not a big deal. But college is like, you gotta really hone in. You gotta really like have routines by the time you're in college because if you don't have a stable routine by the time you're in college, it's like... I mean, yeah, you can do really great in classes, but it's like, it feels like you're kind of cruising on by, but also not really because everyone's different. Nobody is the same, I probably learned that I should not focus so much on everything else except for my grades, because grades really do matter. Okay, they really do. What advice would you give someone wanting to pursue a career similar to yours? Do it. Why not? Your parents might be a little disappointed in you, but if you're... oh my gosh, I'm not going to bring ethnicity and race into this. Please, no. Honestly, do it. Why not? Starting a YouTube channel is definitely one place to start because it's like, it helps you get into like, getting gear, setting up, sound, lighting, all that fun stuff, like frame. So, you got your, references, you get like, just a bunch of fun stuff for that. I guess, yeah, just... watch videos. Movies are really helpful. Sorry if the crows are just being really rude right now, but what are the best resources that have helped you? These answers are very vague. Am I being really vague with this? I hope not, but what are the best resources that have helped you? Dang. C++.com. No, because I'm taking C++ classes. Yeah, C++.com. I'm sorry if I spit into my mic here. C++.com. Shoot, I don't know. WebMD. No. Oh, resources can be anything. What am I talking about? Books. Definitely books. I read a lot of books. One book that's really helpful is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is this book right here. If you're watching on video, that's what I'm going to show you right there. It's a really good book. Very good book. You should also read, just read more books. You're like, oh, books are boring. Well, Dude, you can literally become a different character in a book, especially fiction. You can become that character, and you can live that person's life while you're reading. What? Like, yeah, movies are fun, but the books are obviously way better than the movies. Like, what do you mean oh, I don't like books. Like, reading is like, because movies, like, depends on what you're watching too. Like, the vocabulary, it's not as juicy as when you're reading, because, when you're reading, you can read the words, obviously. Unless you can't read, then I'm sorry for assuming that, you can read. Sorry. Once again, sincere apologies. But yeah, definitely read more books. Books are a great resource to understand things. Obviously, websites too. But if you can get it like old school style, like a book version, go for it. I'm currently reading The Master and Margarita. Very interesting book. Very interesting. I'm only on the 2nd chapter. Very interesting. Oh, it's Russian literature. Nice. I'm reading Russian literature. That's pretty cool. What is one common myth about your profession that you want to debunk? It's the film industry. You can, use your imagination with that question. Who has been the most important person in your life? Can you tell me about them? Me. The heck? It's like people, we always neglect ourselves. We kind of just like put ourselves to the side. We're kind of like, let's hype up everyone else and put ourselves down because it's just normal to do that. You're like, oh, I'm so ugly. Like, oh, I'm disgusting. The more you say that, the more you're going to believe it. The more your brain's like, oh yeah, you're disgusting, you're ugly, you're not worth it. But the moment you say, no, screw that, dude, I'm going to be my own hype person. I'm sick and tired of hyping up everyone else and putting myself down. So you got to start hyping yourself up. Even if you're like, that is the stupidest thing you could ever say to me. Well, okay, whatever. But the moment you start to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm actually not that bad. I am a good person. I'm decent. I'm pretty smart. I'm not that dumb. You can start with like, you can just joke with yourself. Like, ha, you're kind of good looking though. You got to flirt with yourself in the mirror, to give yourself that stupid confidence that you need. And start doing that, Me, I'm all over the place. But a little confidence can go a long way. Or a little way, because it's a little confidence, but that's whatever. And it's like, we kind of forget that we are people too, right? You're kind of like, no one's ever gonna love me. Oh man, I'm not good enough, The more you say that, the more it's like, yeah, I'm not good enough. Yeah, I'm not good enough. The more you believe that, the more it becomes true. So you really gotta start saying, yeah, I'm the shit. Ahaha. Even if you don't mean it, just say it. Just for no reason. You're like, yeah, I'm pretty alright. You gotta like joke, flirt with yourself. I don't even know how to flirt properly, but you gotta do that. It's stupid, but it's like you really gotta start hyping yourself up. We're not giving ourselves enough credit. Like literally, look how far you've come. Like hello, hi, but you gotta start hyping yourself up just a little bit. Okay, it's the confidence for me. So that's pretty good. What was the happiest moment of your life? I don't know. Happiest moment of my life? I don't know if I've had that yet. There probably have been like little happy moments. The happiest is yet to come, But what was the happiest moment of your life? Probably, I'm not sure. I have a lot of happy moments. I guess I can answer like that, but I can't answer the actual question because I feel like I haven't had my happiest moment of my life yet. It's happening, but not yet, Yeah, we'll figure it out on the way. Yeah. Is that my last question for now? I guess I'm done answering questions. It's 34 minutes in. Nice, very nice. But I didn't even do my introduction because I was so excited about my setup. What's good? What's grand? What's going on? This has been Good Stuff with Steph. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. I'm really glad I have a new setup here. Yeah, my bad I've been gone for so long. To my 2 subscribers, I'm so sorry. I'm back for a little bit because today's Sunday and like I don't have class today, so I'm like I decided to film a little bit just because you just gotta start filming, and just go with the flow. Yeah. I've been using so much. Oh my gosh. Filler words. My AP European history teacher would not like this. But it's okay. We don't like him that much. I mean, I don't hate him, but like my friend like despises him. But that's okay. But I hope you guys were entertained. Maybe you put this on as background noise. Yeah. I'm not really sure which episode this is because I haven't been on my podcast in so long. But I'll try to post more. Again, this has been Good Stuff with Steph. I'll see you in my next video on my main channel or on here. Peace out. Adieu, I bid you adieu.